So I'm going to right now bring to the platform the Secretary General of the African People's Socialist Party, Comrade Gaida Gambon, who is going to do the introduction of the NCC. Uhuru.
One Africa.
One nation.
One Africa.
One nation.
All right, Uhuru. Like I said, we can hear it, but not in a distance. It's right, it's tapping at the back doors. It's right here. So that's why we're here. We'd like everybody to settle down, you know, get your seats, get your writing material, get prepared. This is a very significant event that we're at today. The plenary, the 2012 plenary of the African People's Socialist Party. My responsibility is to convene the plenary. This plenary is happening in a period of profound imperialist crisis. Massa House is on fire. Yes, it is. I said Massa House is on fire. And like to quote Malcolm X, he said, when Massa's house is on fire, we pray for a strong wind. But if I might add, it is also our task to fetch some fuel while we pray for that strong wind. The fuel that I speak of at this juncture is the internalization and practical application of African internationalism. The task of this plenary is to give us the fuel. We are living in a time of a severely weakened but equally dangerous imperialism. This is the time for preparation. Now is the time to deepen our understanding and our resolve. Now is the time to armor up ourselves with the theory of African internationalism. Now is the time to dig in and organize our colonized community to deepen this imperialist crisis. Comrades, brothers, and sisters, I urge you to pay close attention at this plenary. I urge you to be especially attentive and indulge in the discussions of this plenary. I call on you to participate fully in the discussions and to grapple with the ideas and questions and seek clarity for any question that you do not understand. You must engage in this very important discussion we must have during the plenary, because our freedom depends on our ability to defend our politic, our party, and our people. At this time, I would like to introduce to you the National Central Committee of the African People's Socialist Party, the party of the future, the party that is up to the task of this period. The African People's Socialist Party, under the leadership of and brilliance and commitment of our chairman, picked up the pieces out of the ashes of imperialist brutal attack on our movement and developed a theory and practice of African internationalism to arm the party and our people, and to ensure that this time around we will be successful in completing our historic mission to unite and liberate Africa and African people. Comrades, I introduced the leader of the National Central Committee. And what I want to do, everybody from the Central Committee is not here, so I would ask those of you who are here, when I call you, you should come up and stand on both sides of the podium, because we need to have people recognize the leadership of the party. I introduced the leader of the National Central Committee, our chairman, our leader, and the architect of the theory of African internationalism, chairman of the African People's Socialist Party and of the African Socialist International, Chairman Omali Yeshitela. Next, I would like to introduce to you the Deputy Chairperson of the African People's Socialist Party, the Chief of Staff of the Office of the Chair, the President of the African People's Education and Defense Fund, Director of Black Star Industries, and Director of the Office of Economic Development and Fundraising, Comrade Ona Yeshitela. I call on you to recognize the Director of Agitation and Propaganda, the heartbeat of the party. The comrade charged with getting the word out to the masses and arming the people with information and education to win them to this revolution, Comrade Nyabinga, Zimbabwe. The Director of the National Office of Recruitment and Membership, and the person who provided leadership for the committee who organized this magnificent plenary, Comrade Chimurenga Waller. The Secretary General of the ASI, and I call him Osajifo, Comrade Luwezi Kinshasa. The International President of the International People Democratic Uhuru Movement, the mass organization of the revolution, and our mayoral candidate, Comrade Diop Olubala. The Northeast Regional Representative of the party, Comrade Rich Piedrahita. And there's one person who is not here, but we want to recognize her. She had some death in her family. The Director of the All African People Development and Empowerment Project, Comrade Dr. Aisha Field. And myself, the Secretary General of the African People's Socialist Party. So could we have a real round of applause for the leadership of the African People's Socialist Party? Comrades, this is the leadership of the African People's Socialist Party. These are the comrades who have accepted the responsibility to lead our suffering people to the final offensive and into the era of the dictatorship of African workers and poor peasants. Comrades, this is our time. When our enemy is weak, we must be strong. This plenary is part of the process to achieve our strength. Long live the African People's Socialist Party. Long live. Long live the African People's Socialist Party. Long live. Long live the African People's Socialist Party. Long live. Down with imperialism, down. Down with imperialism, down. Forward to the final offensive, forward. Forward to the final offensive, forward. Forward to the victory of African workers and poor peasants, forward. Forward ever, backward never. Forward ever, backward never. Forward ever. Uhuru! 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 We convene the conference at the plenary of the African People's Socialist Party. Uhuru!